Okay, here we have the cavicil paste. Here we have my trusty assistant who is going to get some of this. You'll notice it's a very lightweight, fluffy powder. That's good. We pour it into the resin. This is a 5-gallon can. We're going to make up a bunch just for our department. Okay? Over here, we have our mixing device. Air drill with a special hand mixer on the bottom, almost like what they use in a bakery. And there he's mixing up the resin and the cavicil. He'll do this until it becomes like a paste. Of course, he's going to add some cavicil as he goes along to get to the right consistency. And as you can see, this is a lot of fun. This is actually raw resin we're using here. There's no hardener added to it, and we do this until we get to the right, the right mix. Now let's take a break and let him pour some more in there. Okay, as I see it, we're like halfway through the mixing process. As you can see, the resin's getting much lighter in color. We expect it's going to turn a very light tan by the time we're done. As you see, that's how we pour the pasta in. When we mix this stuff up, we'll try to get it to a consistency of like margarine or butter, okay, or whipped margarine and butter. Soft, but yet, easy to use. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take some of it off of here. Get a little splashy here. You can see the thickness is increasing. That's okay. That's what we want. We want it to turn thick, and we want it to become paste. When you turn the resin into a paste like Bondo glass or Duraglass, or even all metal. And we're using this silica paste. It's very lightweight, and it allows us to fill our areas and bond pieces together. The reason we're doing this is because we begged the fiberglass department for so much of this stuff. They wanted us to do it for ourselves and learn how to do it. Thanks a lot, Fiberglass. Alright, now after a good 15-20 minutes of stirring it and mixing it, and let me tell you, this stuff is really getting tasty right now. This is beyond the point of cake icing. This is actually a paste. And this is the consistency we want it at. We want it to be like this. It's like butter. When we smooth it on, we'll be able to work with this quite nicely. And it'll do what I want it to do. It'll actually stick to the fiberglass without falling off. And that's the way I like it. It's great stuff. It's a little bit time consuming to make it up. Normally we just borrow some from the fiberglass department. They kind of caught on to our trick because we've been borrowing it every day for a week. Finally they gave us the trust to make it. I said, here, you want some? You have to make your own. I have no problem with that. So anyway, now you're seeing how the process is. I'm going to add this to the end of that other one that has to do with putting in the piece in there. We'll be done with this in a little bit. I might even spend a little bit more time on it just to make sure I get a nice, smooth mix.